Why would anyone want a wild animal as a pet? Are we drawn to the exotic, the unusual, or just the thrill of it? From the dawn of human history, we've been captivated by the wild, the mysterious, the untamed, the free. Over time, this fascination has often led us down a curious path, the desire to keep wild animals as pets. But why? What is it that draws us to the idea of sharing our homes with creatures from the wilderness? Perhaps it's the allure of the exotic, the thrill of having something unique, something different. It's a peculiar kind of status symbol, isn't it? Having a lion reclining in your living room, or a monkey chattering away in your kitchen. These aren't your everyday pets. They capture attention, stir curiosity, and even inspire awe. Maybe it's the challenge, the sheer audacity of trying to tame the untamable. To look into the eyes of a tiger and see not a ferocious predator, but a potential companion. It's the ultimate test of human will and courage, a testament to our belief in our own capabilities. Or it could simply be the love for animals, a deep, abiding affection that transcends species and habitats. We see these wild creatures in their strength, their grace, their primal beauty, and we feel a connection. We yearn to protect them, to care for them, to share our lives with them. Lions, tigers, monkeys, wolves, even reptiles like snakes and crocodiles. These are just some of the wild animals that people often fantasize about keeping as pets. Each one in their own way represents a different aspect of our fascination with the wild. The majesty of a lion, the agility of a monkey, the stealth of a snake. They're embodiments of qualities we admire, qualities we aspire to. But as fascinating as these creatures are, they belong in the wild, not in our homes. Let's delve into the cold, hard facts about keeping wild animals as pets. While the idea might seem charming, the reality is far from it. Every year, thousands of wild animals are taken from their natural habitats to satiate the human desire for exotic pets. Unfortunately, these animals often suffer a high mortality rate, with many not surviving the transition from the wild to a domestic environment. These creatures are not designed to live in a house or a cage. They need the freedom to roam, to hunt, and to live as nature intended. When they're deprived of this, their health deteriorates, their behavior changes, often becoming aggressive or unpredictable, and their lifespan shortens. Moreover, wild animals pose a significant risk to human safety. From big cats to primates, reptiles to large birds, these animals can cause severe injury or even death. A pet python might constrict its owner, a monkey could bite, and a big cat, well, they're apex predators for a reason. Even smaller, seemingly harmless creatures like hedgehogs or sugar gliders can carry diseases that can be transmitted to humans, such as salmonella or rabies. And let's not forget about the potential damage to property. Wild animals have instincts that can't be suppressed, like the urge to dig, chew, or mark territory. Moreover, it's not just about the physical dangers, it's also about the emotional toll. Wild animals are not domesticated. They don't have thousands of years of selective breeding behind them to make them suitable companions for humans. They're not built to understand or fulfill our emotional needs, and we're not equipped to fulfill theirs. In the end, it's not just about our safety or comfort. It's about the well-being of these animals. They have evolved over millions of years to thrive in their natural environments, and it's there that they belong. Domestication is not a process that happens overnight or even over a few generations. It's a long and complex journey that shouldn't be forced. Living with a wild animal is not only dangerous, it's also unfair to the animal. What happens to these wild animals when they are taken from their natural habitats and forced to live in our homes? This question brings us to the heart of the matter, the impact on the animals themselves. Imagine yourself plucked from your comfortable home and placed in an environment that is entirely alien. It's disorienting, isn't it? It's the same for wild animals. They are not just physically displaced, but also psychologically disoriented, leading to a host of issues. Wild animals are instinctively wired to behave in certain ways, to hunt, to roam, to fly. In the confinement of a home, these instincts are suppressed, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and aggression. They often exhibit abnormal behaviors such as pacing, self-harm, and excessive grooming, all signs of psychological distress. Then, there's the issue of physical health. Wild animals have specific dietary and environmental needs that are difficult to meet in a domestic setting. Feeding them inappropriate diets can lead to malnutrition and disease. And without the right environment to live in, they can develop physical ailments, further diminishing their quality of life. Moreover, when we remove animals from their natural habitats, we're not just affecting that individual animal, we're impacting entire ecosystems. Every animal plays a critical role in maintaining biodiversity. Predators control prey populations, herbivores shape plant communities, and small creatures like bees and butterflies pollinate flowers. When one animal is removed, it can disrupt these delicate relationships, leading to a ripple effect of changes in the ecosystem. And it's not just about the animals that are taken. Habitat loss is one of the leading causes of species extinction. Each time a wild animal is captured for the pet trade, its habitat is disturbed, further contributing to this global crisis. So, the next time you're tempted by the allure of owning a wild pet, remember this. When we take a wild animal out of its natural habitat, we are disrupting the balance of nature. It's our responsibility to respect and protect the wild, not to bring it into our living rooms. So, what have we learned about keeping wild animals as pets? We've discovered that while the allure of owning a wild pet can be strong, the reality is far from the romanticized image we often have. Wild animals, no matter how small or seemingly harmless, are not domesticated and can pose serious risks to their owners and others. They have specific needs and behaviors that are difficult, if not impossible, to meet in a home environment. We've also delved into the significant impact this has on the animals themselves. From the stress and confusion of being removed from their natural habitat, to the physical and psychological harm caused by inappropriate care, the cost to these animals is immense. Lastly, we've highlighted how the removal of these animals disrupts fragile ecosystems, damaging the balance of nature and contributing to the decline of species. Wild animals belong in the wild, not in our homes. Let's respect their space and their freedom.